Okay, so till now we aware about what are the concepts regarding the computer engineering, electrical engineering, and electronics engineering in the field of robotics. So the first two picture you can see is regarding how actual robot is look like. So first picture is very known example of Mr. Rajnikant movie. Second one is the Avenger. So all these are the types of robot. Okay, the third one is you are getting aware about what are the field of robotics in the RSM Polytechnic. Okay, so basically the first lecture Gade sir told that the shape of the robot is the circular. Okay, the well known example of this type of robotics or type of any equipment that is available in the world, that is the previous one, the vehicle available in the market that are in rectangular or in sharp corner model. If you see right now, all the shapes are in aerodynamic mode. So why this uh, drastic changes happen? So the aerodynamic concept is again comes into important to minimize the air drag and to minimize the obstacle that are happened due to lagging of any object with the another one. Okay, so these two picture or these three pictures shows the clear idea about what is robot. So before starting the robot, so before starting the robot, there are basic terminology that are associated with the robotics. So how can identify any equipment that we are saying that this is robot? So basically robot is the mechanical device that perform the human task either automatically or by the remote control. Okay. The robotics is the study and application of that. Okay. The robotics is the study and application of that robot either operated by automatically or remotely. Okay, and telerobotics is the robot which is operated by remotely, totally remotely. Okay, so basically robot is the mechanical device, robotics is the study of that particular robot, and telerobot is the robot but which is operated by the remotely. Okay, but okay, but how can we say that this device, either mechanical device or any other device, is the robot? There are n number of devices, but all these devices are not robot. Okay, so there are certain laws to identify the device is either robot or any structure. Okay, there is structure, there is machine, and there is another concept is called as robot. Okay, the machine which is handled by remotely or handled automatically is called as robot. Okay, so very first one or the first law is the robot may not injure the human being. Okay, again the example of movie robot. Okay, so we cannot say that the name I like the another name is Chitti, so it become harmful for the society's people. So we cannot say that this robot or this particular robot is the robot. Okay, why? So it is harmful for the human being. Okay, so first law is the robot may not injure to the human being. Okay, second one, the robot must obeys order given to it by human being. Okay, so robot is or robot must obey the order of human being or whatever the program installed by the operator. Okay, and the third one is the robot must protect its own existence. Okay, robot must protect its own existence as long as it protect does not conflict with the first law. Okay, so to avoiding injury to the human being, the robot must protect itself also. So these are the three basic law on which the total robotics is depend on. Okay, so next is how to collaborate different type of sensors or different types of tactile with the robotics. Okay, so robot may sense, robot may think, or robot may act accordingly or act according to program installed by the programmer. Okay, so if you consider the sense element, so sensing element is either acceleration, how much speed your robot may increasing or decreases, then what what type of temperature, then how much distance the robot may tackle or travel, then how much or which type of different sensing element that robot captured. Okay, then second sensing element is the think. Okay, how to process or how to execute the program which is entered in the controller. Okay, and how to act accordingly is the again second sensing element, that is think. According to that, once we sense the element, once we think what to do, then next step is to act accordingly. Okay, so first one, the whatever the program is installed in the robot is first sense whatever obstacle is present, front or back side. Second one, it think how to move or how to process according to that program. And by combination of those two actions, the actual acting is happen. Okay. So, what is the need of robot in the field of society, either in the field of society or in the sector of industrial? Okay. So, first one, if you see the revolution of industry, so first one, every manufacturing process or every task is performed by the machine itself. We have well-known example that if we have to pull the water bucket from the well, we just tie the rope. By hand, we pull it. But now there are certain machines so that we can directly pull that water from the well directly or automatically. So this revolution is happened day by day. With the help of that revolution, all the process is became more automatic. Okay, so this is the revolution of industry. So that first one is total machining process happened by the manual interfere. Then simultaneously number of programmers or number of systems or number of computers are associated with that industry, so that the process is completed by minimum intervention of person. And nowadays the total entire industry is run without any interfere of any human being, with the help of robots again. Okay, so again this is the industrial revolution for the robotics. The, if you take the example of any four-wheeler manufacturer, if you take the example of say okay, so previously the Maruti vehicle is manufactured by total automated assembly line. Okay, and if you take the example of Lamborghini or Ferrari, this is the total man-made vehicle. So that's why the charge or that was the price of that particular vehicle is higher than the automated vehicle. So why? The total cost of associated with the manufacturing of particular vehicle is assigned to that particular product. So that's why the price of this vehicle is higher than the regular automated vehicle. So this is the again disadvantage of your conventional manufacturing process. Okay. So what are the factors associated with the robotics? As I discussed earlier, which type of environment we are going to use that particular robot? Okay. What are the types of different surrounding medium? That is temperature, what is the humidity present in your ear. This is the environmental factor. Second one, which type of power supply we are going to use for the robot. Okay, either the store power, that is DC supply, or direct power supply. Then what is the different sensing element that are placed on the robot? So in the first lecture, Gadi sir shows that how our Firebird 5 robot look like. So it is mounted with the number of sensing elements so that we can capture different data and it will move according to that particular data. Then another important factor is which type of body, which type of shape of body and material we are going to use to manufacture the robot. Okay, this is again important factor. See, if you take the why total shape is rounded, so that the round corner can not came or become the obstacle, so that it will sense the total data and will not stop accordingly. Okay. Then second one, material. So what is the material? Okay, different material having ability to different type of material having ability to tackle different type of load. Okay, so while designing any robot, we actually discuss or we actually design according to weight of the robot. So what is the self weight of the robot? Then what are the different carrying element that robot can move with him? Okay, so according to that, we design or we select different type of material. Either it is acrylic or either it is carbon fiber or any type of material. Okay, then style. So I will move this style element in next slide. So while designing any robot, there are certain important factors. First one is the ergonomics, then aesthetics, and this technology. So what is ergonomics? As I said earlier, in the section of industrial revolution, that the first one, the total manufacturing process is carried out with the help of only man. Okay. In the second section or in the revolution, the machine or man replaced by the automated robot or automated assembly. So the interference between man and machine is very important concept. Okay. So no any robot present in the world which can act without any interference of man. Okay, it required intervention of man at certain extent, either to insert the program or either for the maintenance and servicing purpose. So ergonomics is the man and machine relationship. Okay, so the second part is the aesthetics. Aesthetics is the principle of beauty. Okay, aesthetics is the principle of beauty, how your robot is look like. Okay, if you take the example of if you want to purchase any kind of vehicle, okay, the first thing in your mind is which type of vehicle you want to purchase. Okay, and you imagine different type of vehicles picture in your mind. Okay, so very first thing, we select anything by its appearance only. Okay, so appearance is the type of aesthetics, how your product is look like, so that it can maximum time can attract the customer. Okay, so the picture shows the Firebird 5. So again, as I said earlier, it is circular in shape and it is mounted with number of either electrical, either electronics part and microcontroller. Again, the aesthetics depends total appearance. So your appearance of performance, appearance of quality, then cost, then comfort, and it also suitable for the environment. Okay, so any type of robot is the assembly of number of parts. Okay, and our task or our designer task is to assemble all the part in minimum area with good appearance. Okay, so this concept is called as aesthetics. And again, while considering aesthetics, we also taking account of the temperature that is generated by the all the ICs. Okay, so each type of IC or each type of element or machine is producing some amount of heat. So heat is also rejected to the atmosphere for the betterment of any object or any robot. So while taking consideration of aesthetics, the temperature removal or heat dissipation is again important criteria. So by comparing those factor, either temperature and aesthetics, by optimizing those factors, we have to design or we have to perform this robotics task accordingly. Okay. So what are the major areas into ergonomics? So first one, human anatomy. So your robot must be more familiar or more feasible to handle by the human. Then design of human machine interaction. As I said earlier, the ergonomics is the combination or the interaction between the human and machine. So how to interact with the machine by programming language. Okay. Then what are the capabilities to handle this particular robot so that it will not create fatigue to the operator and perform the task very smoothly. Okay. And again, environmental condition. What are the environmental conditions so that the machine or the robot can handle all the tasks smoothly? So that your environmental condition like temperature, humidity, air changing effect will not affect the performance of your robot. Okay. So this is the closed loop of man and machine interference. So what is the closed loop system basically? So closed loop system is, if you take the example that 5/5, if we install the program to move the robot 5 meter or 5 centimeter forward, and if I kept any obstacle between them, so it will stop, will not forward or will not move forward. So it will analyze the data that there is some obstacle present in forward direction and I must want to stop. So closed loop system decide how to analyze your program and how to take or how to decide the task. Okay. So different vibration, different noise sensing device, different machine control unit are associated with the information provided by man or the information provided by the programmer. Okay. So the different type of robot will use in the industry. In the previous section, Gade sir told that the robot is any type of automated machine. Okay, any type of automated machine. So, okay, so what are the types of robot? So different type of robot used in the industry like material handling robot, then welding robot, then inspection robot to inspect the final product. Then some type of robot are used to improve productivity. So man or labor have efficiency or productivity is less, but robot can increase the productivity by completing the task in minimum time more smoothly. Okay. Then again, there is a picture of mobile robot. What is mobile robot? Mobile robot is basically the portable robot, so that it will move in any direction. This is just like 5/5. Okay. Again, some type of robot is used in industrial, then educational application, then domestic application. Okay. So your robotics is the field which is associated with the control of various elements, then artificial intelligence, then information technology sector, then electrical sector, mechanical sector, then visionary sector. So all this combination will create the field of robotics. Okay, so robotics is not associated with the any particular branch. It is a combination of all the branch. Okay, and the another is part is the manipulator. What is manipulator? So just like our hand is responsible to handle or to tackle any situation. So just like we can say that the manipulator is the hand of robot. Okay, manipulator is the hand of robot. Then there is sensing or service robot. The picture shows the service robot that is used in service industry basically. So picture is the filling robot. So one arm is placing the fuel tank or filling the fuel tank by automatically. So this is another example of robot. Okay. Then again, this is the mobile robot application in the field of mechanical engineering. Okay. So black rectangle shows the different moving element or rotary element. So first case shows that one rotating element, then third, then two elements, then rectangular shape element. Then another is the holonomous robot, then track device, which is used in aerospace application, then walking robot, and the last one is the actual human interface robot. Okay. This is the iCam camera which is installed on the robot so that we can capture any type of data which is present in the front side, and we can tackle this data accordingly. Okay. So this is an example of micro robot. We can see that all the part or all the function associated with this robot is similar to any large machine, but the size is very small. So this is micro robot. Okay. Thank you.